Hello everyone, kumusta po kayo? I hope that you are all doing good. If you are new to this channel and you think that this channel can be of help in providing you with useful and relevant information, please feel free to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell icon so that you will get notified of our future videos. Maraming salamat po. In our previous video, I mentioned that there are certain foreign nationals or citizens who can enter the Philippines visa-free. Yes, there are countries whose nationals or citizens can visit the Philippines and stay in the Philippines for a certain period of time without having to apply for or securing a visa. There are certain categories of foreign nationals or citizens who can enter the Philippines visa-free, but for this video, I would like to focus on foreign nationals who are covered under Executive Order number 408 as amended. EO 408 was issued by the late President Carlos P. Garcia way back in 1960 with the purpose of providing a more expeditious system and simpler forms for the encouragement and facilitation of foreign tourist travel to the Philippines. The authority to prescribe a simple and concise form and an expeditious system of travel documentation for foreign tourists applying for admission to the Philippines is delegated to the Secretary of Foreign Affairs. So now, as governed by the said Executive Order number 408 and the subsequent executive issuances amending it, the Department of Foreign Affairs maintains a list of countries whose nationals or citizens can enter the Philippines visa-free on the following conditions. First, that they are holders of passports valid for at least 6 months beyond the contemplated period of stay in the Philippines. So if you intend to stay in the Philippines for only 30 days, your passport must have the validity that extends for 6 months beyond the last day of your stay in the Philippines. If you have planned of staying for more than 30 days, you also must make sure that your passport will have the required validity of 6 months beyond your last day of stay in the Philippines. The problem would be if you would extend your stay for a year or 2 or more than that, and by that time, your passport would already have expired. It would be of help if you can renew your passport through your country's embassy or consulate in the Philippines. Second, that they must also possess return tickets to their country of origin or outward bound tickets to their next country of destination. This would not be a problem if you are certain of the date of your flight back to your country or onwards to your next destination, and you have no plan of extending your stay beyond the 30-day period. But you might want to try the onward ticket, which I learned that you can book at a much cheaper price, and it provides you with the flexibility in your onward flight schedule as it allows you to reschedule your flight. Just make sure that you choose a legitimate provider, and please do your due diligence in that regard. Those are just the minimum requirements for visa-free entry to the Philippines. Please be mindful of the evolving guidelines and policies on international travels to the Philippines in view of the pandemic. So what are these EO 408 countries? As of now, there are 157 countries whose citizens or nationals are allowed to enter the Philippines without a visa and to stay in the Philippines for a maximum period of 30 days. Let me read some of them as I flash the list for you. We have here Argentina, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Brazil, Cambodia, Canada, Colombia, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Dominican Republic, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Guatemala, Indonesia, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Japan, Kuwait, Madagascar, Malaysia, Mexico, Monaco, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Peru, Poland, Portugal, Qatar, Republic of Korea, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Africa, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Thailand, Trinidad and Tobago, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, United States of America, Vatican, Venezuela, Vietnam. Based on existing agreements, if you are a Brazilian or an Israeli citizen or national, you are given 59 days of stay in the Philippines visa-free. Also, the following are allowed to enter the Philippines without a visa for a stay not exceeding 14 days only. The holders of Hong Kong Special Administrative Region or SAR passports, and the holders of Macau Special Administrative Region or SAR passports. And the following are allowed to enter the Philippines without a visa for a stay not exceeding 7 days only. The holders of Macau Portuguese passports and the holders of Hong Kong British passports. Chinese nationals traveling for tourism and has a valid American, Japanese, Australian, Canadian or Schengen or Ajax permanent residence or visa can enter the Philippines visa-free and stay for 7 days. However, this is not applicable for business travelers. And also, Indian nationals traveling for tourism and has a valid American, Japanese, Australian, Canadian, Schengen, Singapore or UK visa or permanent residence can enter the Philippines visa-free and stay for 14 days. This privilege is also not applicable for business travelers. Awesome, isn't it? I mentioned that if you are holding a passport from any of those 157 countries, you are entitled to a visa-free entry to the Philippines and you can stay in the Philippines for 30 days from the date of your arrival in the Philippines. If you intend to stay longer than 30 days, you can apply for a visa waiver, which will entitle you to another 29 days of stay in the Philippines. And before the expiration of that period, you can apply for another extension of 1 month or 2 months or 6 months, and this is referred to as the long stay visitor visa extension. You can apply for such extension at the Bureau of Immigration or any of its field offices across the country, but take note that your total stay in the Philippines cannot exceed beyond 36 months or 3 years. But remember that, as I have discussed in our previous video on Balikbayan privilege, if you are an EO408 country passport holder and you are married to a Balikbayan, you are entitled to the privilege of a Balikbayan as well. That means if you are traveling to the Philippines with your Balikbayan spouse, you are entitled to enter the Philippines visa-free and stay in the Philippines for 1 year. And based on the IATF resolution, you are not required to present a return ticket or onward ticket. What if you're from a country which is not included in the EO408 list? In that case, you will need to apply for and secure a temporary visitor's visa for you to be able to go to the Philippines. You can apply for that visa at the Philippine Embassy or consulate situated in your country. I hope that you have learned something from this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it yet, and hit that notification bell icon so that you will get notified of our future videos. Always remember, ignorance of the law excuses no one from compliance therewith. I will see you in my next video. Ingat po kayo.